Welcome back to another video, guys. To start off, that last video I posted, a lot of good feedback. I'm glad you guys really liked that video. I might be making a part 2 because there's a lot more that we like to say and ask in the forums, and I might be making some for other vehicles as well. Okay, so I thought about this long and hard. Hold on. And I think there's gonna be a cruise coming up soon. The way I'm thinking is maybe do it like on a Sunday afternoon, maybe Sunday morning actually. Probably meet up like at a local Cars and Coffee, like right here in Ventura or in Camarillo, because I don't think Oxnard is gonna happen anytime soon since that one's usually the biggest one. And then from there, get there like around 8 o'clock, hang out for about an hour. From there, we'll hit the PCH. I was thinking about meeting up at the sand dunes or the sand hill, whatever you guys wanna call it, since there's a huge long strip where you can just hang out and chill and just like watch the waves together and whatnot. And I'm just like, but we can wait for people right there. From there, drive that all the way up, make a left on Canaan Road, get on the freeway, make a right on Malibu, and then come back down, back up at the sand hill. So you're going towards Santa Monica, you'll make it a left on Canaan Road, get on the 101. From there, hop off on Las Virgenes. I want to say it takes you down to Pepperdine University. So you'll be pretty much heading towards Malibu, and then from Malibu, just drive down the PCH the entire way back to the sand dunes or the sand hill, and just call it right there, and then we could hang out, talk. I was thinking about meeting up at the rock, where it's like Point Magoo or whatever you want to call it, where there's like a huge rock right there, but not all cars will make it in that like little crevice. If it's empty enough, we might even try it, because it's just up the street from the sand hill. So we don't know. If you're local here in Southern California or like in Ventura County, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm probably gonna do a small cruise / meet for locals. If you want to make the drive, that's up on you. But as far as I know, I'm aiming for like a Sunday, considering that's usually the days where majority of people have time off and it's easier. The only downside of it is because it's a Sunday, there is going to be traffic. There might be traffic, I don't know, or maybe the Cars and Coffee might get too lit and people get kicked out, and then we gotta like change everything. So I'm trying to figure this out. If any of you guys have any idea or any recommendation, let me know, because my original idea was meet like at a local parking lot, hang out, and then from there just drive all the way to PCH, all the way till you hit the Santa Monica Pier. Everybody parks at the pier. You do have to pay, so you pay for your own parking, and then we just hang out at the pier and just like say what's up to each other. That's also an alternative, but I know not everybody's gonna want to pay for parking, and I don't know how much parking is. I want to say it's like maybe $8, maybe $10. I'm not sure, but you're insured a parking spot if you get there. You know what I mean? So that could be a possibility. I don't know. So again, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Throw it down in the comments right there, or hit me up on the DMs. Now that summer's gonna be coming around the corner, I'm gonna be starting that off soon. I'm trying to do it within the next few weeks. That way I'll take a Sunday off. It'll probably happen in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and we're gonna go from there. So this is gonna be some important information. I talked about this a couple times on my Instagram. I talked about this a couple times on my Snapchat. Follow me right here. The GR86 is coming out, and I'm thinking about this really cautiously because I don't want to just jump the gun. Now, as you guys know, my boy Victor has an 86. I've been a huge fan of the 86. I've never cared about the speed. I've never cared about like how slow it is or how the torque is and blah blah blah. Like, I just like the looks of the 86. I love how it drives. I've driven both an automatic and a stick shift, and it is just a really good oriented modern day car that is a driver's car. Comparing that to like an S2K or like a Miata, one, it has more space than both of them, and two, it's more comfortable and more refined than both of them. You can definitely get an S2K for the price of a new 86 right now in good condition, but you're not gonna get the space, the modern tech, you know, you might find some things here and there wrong with a used car. What I'm getting at is, they revealed the GR86. They revealed the BRZ a couple months ago, and I've known that this car was going to be coming out sometime this year or next year, but they finally revealed it, and I'm very hesitant. I'm really thinking about it. I feel like that would be a really smart thing to do for the channel, to get a new set of audience, to get a new set of eyes, and just to grow. Now, what that means is I would no longer have my Civic Si. End of the year or early next year or whenever the car comes out. What's stopping me from doing that is starting all over again with a car payment. I'm already positive equity with this car, like by a long shot. I can trade it in and that's my down payment right there. Especially right now, considering how the coupes are very hard to find, and it is an SI, and the Civic SI market right now for used Civic SIs is just stupidly it's high out of its mind. But that also means I'd be starting new again. That means I'd be saying bye-bye to my Honda and saying hello to a GR86. That's the thing. I don't, like I mentioned before, if you guys followed me for a while, I have a special connection with this car. It reminds me so much of an S2K because of the rear-wheel drive, the way it handles, the number of possibilities you can have with this car. It comes NA. You have so many different options for boost applications, NA applications, suspension, body kits, engine swaps, like colors, like everything for these cars. Not saying that the Civic doesn't, but the 8.6 is superior in that category. And it's the main reason is that it's also rear-wheel drive. I've been wanting a rear-wheel drive car for a long time. I couldn't afford one back then because even back then the 8.6s were pretty pricey. Now I'm in a better position where I can afford that. And what I'm getting at is Honda revealed and actually is starting to sell the 11th generation Civic, which means the SI and the Type R are just right around the corner. I could easily go in and go look for 10th gen Civic Type R, but the problem with that is, like I mentioned before, the market for it right now is high. It's not a good time to buy a car, especially a used car. And like I said, the 11th Type R is just right around the corner. If it comes out and I like the looks, it might be another contender. So to say I'm gonna stick with my Civic Si, it's very, very, very difficult for me to say yes right now, because if I stick with the Si, I'm very limited to what I can do, considering it's a 1.5 liter. And yes, you can put a bigger turbo. Yes, you can go E85. Yes, you can build the engine, but you're dumping more and more money into this car. Like once you build the engine, like you better stay with the car, you know what I mean? Like this is your car. I don't know, like I mentioned before, I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna jump the gun, but I am gonna test drive it. I'm gonna go take a look, test drive it. If it feels right, I might do it. I don't know, but I also have to see the numbers. I'm not just gonna jump the gun on like the first deal I get or whatever you wanna call it. At the same time, I also wanna wait for the 11th generation Type R to come out because it's supposed to perform better than the 10th generation and the generation before that and the generation before that on paper. So we'll see. This might not be the news that people like to hear, but I'm thinking of it as a long-term commitment. I'm willing to take this risk when the time is right and see where it takes me. Like I said, that way to bring in different audiences. Now, why don't I just get a Type R right now? Because it's been done plenty of times. It's been done enough times. I don't want to fall into that category again because I started off with the 10th gen Civic pretty late. But if I get the 11th generation Type R, started off pretty like soon, and this one hunt for one, then we'll see how that goes. Same thing with the GR86. It's a pretty popular car. I mean, look at the 86. Look at that FRS and BRZ and the GT86. It's a good car. It's a popular car. Can't go wrong with one. It's just wanted to throw this information at you guys and want to hear your guys' feedback. Let me know what you guys think on that. That doesn't mean I'm gonna give up on the Civic. No. Like I'm still gonna have fun and do my own thing with this car. You know what I mean? Or else you can only do so many installs to your car to the point to where it's been done already, and you're gonna hear the same thing. You're gonna see the same video done in a different way. I'm thinking about it as a business idea, as a business move. I talked to Myra. I talked to her, and she said, if you think it's the right thing to do, I support you. We'll take a look at it. If it seems right, we might do it. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. On top of that, Victor's also looking at the GR86, and he's also looking at the 400Z. So the 400Z is his #1 car right now. If he gets his hand on that car, that'll be a good addition. Again, it's not a for sure thing. As a business, sometimes you have to take risks to see where it takes you. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. It is what it is. As of right now, they still haven't revealed any pricing. They still haven't revealed any release date. All I know is that it might be coming out closer to the end of the year or early next year. Same thing with the Type R. We don't know if it's gonna come. We're still waiting on an official picture or an official video reveal of the Type R. So we'll go ahead and wait and see on that. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys in another one. I got another one coming for you. It's gonna be really fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the video. You guys have a good day.